Hi you guys, it's Karina. So I'm back with another video, but not necessarily a paper flower tutorial, more like a little walkthrough on how you can resize my SVG petals. Because that is kind of one of the popular questions that I do get with my SVGs, is if they are able, if my clients are able to resize them, asking permission if I'm going to get upset or not. And no, I am not. SVGs, if you know how to work them, you can definitely resize any of my SVG petals, smaller or larger. So today I'm going to show you how to resize my template 49 rose, because it is one of my very popular roses. So let me show you the original. So this is template 49. So the original is roughly around 3.5 inches, and she is, like I said, very popular just because a lot of people like to use them for gift boxes. I made a couple of these, 60 of them years back for a bridal shower for my sister-in-law. Let me tell you, they were a hit. They were absolutely gorgeous, and ever since I posted that video, this template has become very popular. Valentine's Day is coming around the corner, and I have kind of an idea of what I want to do for my kids' teachers, but I needed little mini roses, and this was a little too big, believe it or not. Even though she's around 3.5 inches, she was still a little too big for what I actually needed. So then I was like, you know what, let me resize her and let me make a tutorial, because maybe some of you do not know how to do it. So I'm going to show you how. So I did resize her in a couple of sizes. So this is the smallest that I went, and this one is roughly around, I want to say, 1.5 inches. Yes, a little under 1.5 inches. Isn't she cute? Assembled the same way as a video tutorial. So I have plenty of tutorials on template 49. I just posted a recent one on her. Follow the same technique if you want to make smaller versions of it. Okay, and I am going to show you on Cricut Design Space the measurements that I did for these if you're interested. But let me just show you. So this is what the template, it comes with 2 petals, okay, your inner and your outer template 49. But let me just show you when you resize them, like look how small they are. So like look at comparison. So this is for the 1.5. So you definitely need patience. If you have patience, you guys, I mean, like I said, you can totally, you can even go bigger. If you want to go bigger, you want to go smaller, you definitely can. But I was like, well, let me see if I can make a 1.5 inch rose, and there she is, super cute. But I will say I did get a lot of glue burns, just FYI. My recommendation is use tax weight paper if you're going smaller. I did use cardstock for this one. This is tax weight right here, and this is cardstock. But if I were for any of these little cuties, I went with tax weight, just because the smaller you go, the cardstock starts becoming a little bit more heavier to work with. So my recommendation for you is tax weight paper, comparable to printer paper. You can find some at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, pretty much any craft store, even Walmart. Astro Brights, they carry the brand Astro Brights and tax weight. Or you can go on Amazon. This is from Ecological Fibers. You can find them on Amazon. So just type in tax weight paper, and that, like I said, my recommendation if you want to go smaller than this one. Okay, I also recommend a glue gun, a small detailed glue gun, not necessarily this one from Surebonder, but I will tell you it's a lifesaver just because it's so tiny. You see the nozzle. Let me show you the full size. I don't think I've ever really done a comparison. So this is the full size glue gun, okay, from Surebonder. So this is for when I make larger paper flowers, and then here's a smaller one, so if you want to see the comparison. Now this is an extra nozzle that I bought from them just because I wanted that thinner nozzle, not like the regular. So you can also find this on Surebonder's website. They have interchangeable nozzles, and that's what I liked about it, because I was able to interchange it for this one. So it was kind of long and thin, just like the mini details. So both of these are from Surebonder, and you can find them on their website, and I stand by them. I absolutely love their glue guns. I've been doing this for many years. I've been using these for many years. I have no complaints whatsoever, especially this one, because I use her a lot. Anyways, so recommendation, like I said, glue gun, tax weight, and then a small wooden dowel, because these little cuties, you have to curl them. And so this is what I used, a skewer, because believe it or not, this is the smallest wooden dowel that I have. It's a little too big. So I was like, well, what can I use? I have tons of skewers. So this is what I use. So that's also my recommendation when you're working with small. Use a skewer. If you have a skewer, these are cheap. You can get them at any grocery store. Okay. So if you want to see how I assemble this, I'm going to have a video on my Instagram at Ariel Elise Designs, one of my reels, so you can see the process. But like I said, it's going to be assembled exactly the same way like I assembled my template 49, which is why I'm not doing a tutorial on how to assemble the smaller one, because there's no need, because like I said, she's assembled exactly the same way. This tutorial here is mostly just to show you how to resize on Cricut Design Space or Silhouette, but we're going to show you Design Space. So let's get to it. Okay, you guys, so let me share with you how to resize any of my SVGs. But like I said, I'm going to show you my template 49, how to resize it, but just apply this method to any of the other SVG templates that you may have, okay? And sorry if it's shaky because I'm holding it with my other hand. I really need to find like some sort of holder or something. So I'm gonna go over here to my uploads just so I can go ahead and add this to my canvas. Okay, so here's the SVG 49. So with all my SVGs, the number one thing first you have to do, guys, is make sure that you ungroup the SVG, so that way the template separates from the directions. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to do. The second thing is you need to resize your petals. So for instance, this one says black, and I'm only changing the height. All my petals, you're only changing the height. So I'm going to go to height, and it says it has to be 1.6. So these are the original measurements. So that's what you want to do first. First, do the original measurements, and then pink is 2. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So there's 2. So now what I do is I am going to bring the black to the front, and I'm going to place her right on top of the pink, okay, because I want them at the same level. So I'm done with this. Delete. I don't need that. So now that goes with any of my petals. So you are going to select, okay, and then just go up here and then just size them down. I want to say that I went down to like 1.6, and then I did a couple. So there's one size, and then duplicate, and then make this another size. And honestly, this is what I did. I just kept doing this, and then duplicate. So did it duplicate? Oh wait, I pushed the wrong button. You know, I get confused with all these new little icons that they made. Cricut keeps changing. And then I think I went the lowest, so 1.1, and then I'm gonna duplicate again. So just showing you how easy it is. And then I'm actually gonna go to 1. That's the smallest that I did, that I showed you, around 1. Okay, and then you're gonna pretty much then do the same thing. You are going to, oh, you know what, I grouped these. Sorry, let me ungroup them. Remember, I touched this first button. Let me ungroup. Guys, so yes, remember I pushed that one button and it grouped the image together. See, like I grouped. You're not supposed to do that. Just click on group and it'll separate them. But yeah, so here's one little size right here. So that one is that little 1.5 inch cutie that I showed you, this little one right here. And then you're just gonna go ahead and duplicate the same amount. So for template 49 in the video, I tell you that you need 8 petals of these. I'm pretty sure I made more than what it was supposed to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I did more. And then just delete those. And then these little heart-shaped ones, you need 16 of those, okay? I'm not gonna do them, I'm just gonna show you. So then what I do is you are going to select all and make these all one color. So that way you're not getting them mixed up with the other. And repeat the same thing. Maybe this is going to be, I don't know, pink. You catch my drift, right? Let me show you another template just to show you how to resize. All right, guys, so let me just show you another SVG just so you get an idea. So here's my SVG 6, okay, my template 6. It's another very popular template of mine. So I'm gonna ungroup, okay? And then I am going to change the sizing of the petals. So make them the original. So yellow, it says this is 10.1, and you could certainly just enter the numbers. Oh, and always make sure that this little lock here is always locked, you guys, okay? Because if not, it's gonna get all funky on you. So always make sure that that is locked. So there is 10.1. Okay, so this is a large template, obviously, that, you know, as you can tell by the size, this is a very large template. When I made this template 6, it was meant for large paper flowers, like 18 inches. So it's a very large template. But nowadays, I really haven't been making large paper flowers. I've been making more of the smaller ones. So obviously that means, you know, that my petals need to be a tad bit smaller. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let me resize these real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, the petals are already sized, so I'm just going to delete that. So then we're going to do the same thing that we did with the rose petals, that you have to bring them to the front. And see how I have this layered right? I want these lines even. So that is what you're going to do. So I'm going to bring this magenta petal to the front. And then the green one. Bring her to the front. And then the aqua. Bring to the front. Okay, so there you go. So that is the original sizing. Like I said, these are meant for large paper flowers, but say, oh, my order requires like a 12-inch or smaller, like smaller flowers. Just do the same thing, highlight, make sure you select all. You want to make sure you have all the petals, and then just go here to height, and then just size down. Okay, and it's that simple. So if you size these down, guess what? You have a whole nother set of template here, of template 6, that will make smaller petals, and go as small as you want. So I just wanted to share that because, like I said, I've had many clients, and again, just easier way, just add the number. That's quicker, right? Like I said, I've had many clients ask me, is it okay? Are you going to get upset if I resize your template? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. You can definitely, I'm not going to get upset. I mean, obviously I'm going to get upset if you're selling my templates, but no, if you are resizing them to make smaller paper flowers, then yes, go for it. Like I'm all for it, okay? So I hope that was helpful, and you are able to do this as well to Silhouette Design Space. I also have Silhouette Design Space. Is that what it's called? No, Silhouette Studio. Silhouette Studio, you can do the same thing, you guys. Do the original measurements, line them up, okay? Select all, and then just size them to your wish. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful, you guys, because that way you can get more use of those SVG templates, not just one size. I mean, yeah, you will notice that some of my roses are like my template 49 is the little sister, which not this one, but this one right here. That's the original, but I mean, she is the little sister of, let me show you the other sizes. So like this is template 34, I want to say. And then here is template, that's template 34, and that's template 33. So as you can see, they are different sizes, and I do sell them individually. But that's because maybe someone specifically wants a certain size. And remember, back in the day, I only sold PDF and hard. So like I was saying, that is the only downfall though. You know, if you do PDF hard copy, obviously you couldn't, but with the SVG, it's way easier for you to, like I said, manipulate the petals and just make them smaller or larger. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, please either message me either at my email, arielelisedesigns@gmail.com, or my Instagram. Either one of those, I'm more active. Honestly, I'm more active on Instagram. But yeah, I hope you found that helpful on how to resize SVGs, and I will talk to you later. Bye.